Take 3. What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Anime Mafia, back at it again with another video. And today we're going to be doing What If Deku Was the 11th Vongola Boss, Part 5. It has been a little bit since the series, but it's back now. So our last left off was Izuku passing the entrance exam and getting the highest score. Everything, same old, same old. So let's get into the what if. So the reason why I'm going so fast is because it's the third time I had to take this for over. Oh man, I feel bad for myself. All right, but anyways, so Izuku is sitting down and hanging with his mother and getting ready for the first day of UA, and he's taking everything with him. He's taking a lot of things, and his mother gifted him the X headphones. He's running in, looking for Class 1A, Class 1A, Class 1A. Where is it? Oh, there it is. This is it, Izuku. Starting my hero career. God damn it. It's Bakugo! Seeing Bakugo, his former childhood best friend and now turned enemy, he just brushes him off to the side, and they say the same shit as they said in canon. Izuku's just ignoring Bakugo because he won't get in the conflict. He then sees Oraka come out the door, and he's, "Hey, Ochako, how you doing?" He pets Ochako's head, which made Ochako blush slightly, but she brushes it off. And she then takes her seat behind Deku. And if you came to make friends and talk, I suggest you leave. You then see Aizawa in your PE uniform, taking a quirk apprehension test. So Deku is in the PE room, and he then sees Mineta trying to peep on some girls. So he more or less gives Mineta a threat with flames sparking in his hand. With the flames of wrath sparking in his hand, Mineta, right? Why are you peeping on girls? He then grabs him by his little head and brings the flame close to his eye. Not too close so he can burn it, but like close for Mineta to get the point. Don't do it again, or else I'll burn your fucking eyes out. Got it? He then says, he has his eyes closed in a grin, gripping on Mineta's head tightly. Yes, sir, Mineta then said. Mineta then, walks off, and out of fear of Deku, he then puts on his PE uniform, and he gets off to the next day. So Izuku's in his PE uniform, noticing, and some of the girls are blushing at him, noticing how buff and well packed he is, how muscular he is. Oh my god! But anyways, so Izuku is pretty much sitting down and. Well, not sitting down, but waiting for instructions from Aizawa. And Aizawa then passes him the ball, he catches it, and he says, "Sawada, you got the highest score in the entrance exam." It's like, so, what's your highest score you got? What's your highest softball drill? Around, 20 meters? Why? Throw with your quirk this time. Alright then. Okay. He then cups the ball in his hand and throws it at high speeds. 900 meters, not bad. Bakugo growling at this, but controlling his anger. This time, just glaring at Deku menacingly. With Kaminari and saying, "We get to use our quirks, it's gonna be fun." I think it's gonna be fun, is it? Ow? Alright. Person gets the lowest score in the entrance exam gets expelled. That's not fair, Ochako then said. We worked so hard to get here. Are villains fair? Natural disasters fair? No. That's why we're heroes. To combat the unfairness, we have to go plus ultra style. Now, so Izuku is now thinking about his choices right now and decides to more or less, go ahead and just sit and go ahead and just do this quick apprehension test. And he actually enters Hyper Dying Wool mode, but Hyper Dying Wool mode. We then see Izuku for the 10-meter dash. He cups the flames behind his hand, and we see Todoroki glaring at him. He has a fire quirk. Interesting. He has a fire quirk. He then says to himself, he then more he then more or less, gets the other hunters done. He gets for the side lunges, he gets a high score on that. Everything else he gets high scores on. But the person who gets the lowest score is Minoru Mineta. And Izuku's actually happy about this. Expel his ass! Yes! We don't need a whip like him! Izuku then, as Owen says, Minoru saying, no, I don't want to get expelled. Mineta said, but Izuku then said, sucks to be you. Oh, no, Mineta, you're not being expelled. It's a joke. But that's what I get you guys to try your hardest. Really? Fine, giving you a scare like that. Anyways, you guys can go ahead and get an alibi for yourself. And if you want to leave early, you can. Ian, I'll see you guys later. So, Izuku and he decides to go ahead and just slip into the school uniform and goes off to meet up and just run back home. So he walks off with Uraraka to the train station, and he says, "Oh, quick apprehension tests weren't that fun." Meh. Only could have me interested, anyways. So Izuku then walks off with Ochako to the train station until he sees Ida. Wait, but Sawada. He then says, I had to catch up with you. Can I walk with you to the train station too? Sure, why? He then says, yeah, I get off to the train station too, so can I come? Sure. He then walks with Ida, and they make small talk, and they form a fast friendship together. And Ochako, chiming in here and there. Uraraka and Izuku, sit down together and on the train station before, Ochako is sitting next to him and fell asleep on his shoulder. He was like, crap. Did she fall asleep on my shoulder? Alright, Izuku, played cool. Ochako, wake up. 5 more minutes. He then snuggles up to Izuku's arm. Oh, okay then. Here's what we're doing now. Hold on. I'll drop you off to your parents. He then drops Uraraka off at her parents' apartment/house, and he's more or less More or less, he just says, "All right, that was a weird encounter. That was a weird. That was weird, but okay." Izuku then said. So Izuku is walking off to his apartment, seeing his mother, Kyoko, and getting off to bed after having some dinner. Next day of UA, he has mostly all of his main classes till we get to well, the main class of the day. The main class of the day, we get to the last class of the day, which being combat training. He's hoping who their combat teacher is going to be. And then Izuku and Ochako hear a bird singing. And they know that song, that song, and knows what it means for good or for worse. And for them, they're hugging each other right now. Ochako, you don't think that, no, there has to be, and then they hear, Izuku and Ochako saying, no, don't tell me it's who I think it is. And they then see Kyoya Hibari as their combat teacher. Why, hello, Izuku. Long time no see. Hibari Sensei, what brings you to UA? What, I can't check up on your progress? I mean, no. Oh, Ochako. Oh, is that little Ochako? How you doing there, little one? Long time no see as well. Long time no see, Hibari Sensei. With everybody else looking at, seeing as how their acquaintance. Oh, well, hello everyone. I am your combat teacher, Kyoya Hibari. But you guys can call me Hibari Sensei. Okay. He then gives them off a lucid grin. But with a Bakugo screaming, fight training. Test you out more. It's more the second and third years, but this is more or less. But you guys are more suited for this, so we decided to give it to spice things up a bit, and more or less, we're letting you guys handle it now. So we're having fight training. Bakugo screams out, but he then gets an incredible amount of bloodlust towards him, like the incredible amount of blood you don't see every single day, right? He gets an incredible amount of bloodlust coming from Hibari, right? Hibari just glares at him, and like literally glares at him, and then you get to see a scene of like pretty much Hibari just ripping out Bakugo's heart out and crushing it, and Bakugo is silent. I feel bad for you. I just feel bad for you. Izuku said in his mind, damn. Now, anyway, class, you get your hero costumes. He presses the controller, and they're all designated by a number, so you don't take another person's hero costume. Izuku then grabs his hero costume, and it sees a note. Did some last minute touches from Reborn. And he says it's probably be better for it or for the worse. He then sees Reborn, not Reborn, but like, he then sees the costume, and he's looking at it. He just had to make it look like my dad. I did not want to stand out. Mix it with his old designs and his newer designs for his hero costume. And based on Suna's hero costume, the suit, it has a green, it has a green, little shirt under it. Long sleeved shirt. And little, vest on it with, which is green, which also green and, with white stripes around it. Italian looking, classical. With he has the tie and everything else, and also with the cape he has, and He has a cape and green hood. Pretty much his bunny ears are a green hood. And Izuku is now just looking, no, I did not want to stand out, but he decides to put it on anyways. So Izuku puts on his hero costume, and he then sees Ochako looking at all the women, and he's not like a hint, he's not a pervert like Mineta, so he's more like, but he respects women, but he had a thick women, especially in some of the women rushing at his hero costume, saying it looks, well, classical. So he then looks at Ochako, and then he says, well, they couldn't actually make out my hero costume. Izuku-kun, he then says, and she then says, it's just a skin-tight suit. Meanwhile, Zuko, on the other hand, yeah, it looks nice on you, Ochako. Yours looks like your father's. A lot like Suna. And a bit of your own personal designs. Yeah, Reborn made these tweaks, to be fair. That does sound like something Reborn would do. Yeah. Hibari chuckling at this interaction. He remembers when Suna did a similar exam to this when he was in his second year of UA, and second year in UA, and he did more or less similar combat training, and Reborn did the tweakings to his suit, and he didn't want to stand out. Since rumors were going around that he was a mafia boss, so more or less it was kind of hard on Suna. And with Hibari didn't remember saying, okay. Alright, so I guess you guys will be sent into teams. If you want, if I hear any of you arguing and complaining about it, I can always just expel you out the front, Hibari then says. Or I can just kill you, or I can bite you to death. Pick one. Hibari then gets serious, saying it's Kami no Korosu. And yeah, Izuku is all too well familiar to this, and he's just gulping down. Hell, even him and Todoroki and Hibari are just staring at each other and looking at each other, but Hibari is more or less, not gonna say anything. So, alright, so for A team being Ochako and Izuku, with F team being Ida and Bakugan. Apparently, you guys are teammates together. So the Izuku no Uraraka will be the hero team, and Bakugo and Ida will be the villain team, same as canon. So Uraraka is more or less knows that Izuku knows Bakugo, and he's probably gonna come after me. So you go for him. I mean, no. Alright, so use your quirk on me, Uraraka, and good luck. Yeah, thanks, Izuku. She then says. Making the plan, Bakugo then comes in, of course, as in canon, Deku! He then explodes Bakugo, but he then, but Izuku weaves, and then with Uraraka touching him, making him light, right? He goes for a heavy right hook to the face. He just goes for a heavy right hook to the face. Huh. He's gotten stronger. That's okay. That's nice. He then says. Him stepping back. Uraraka, run! Alright, Bakugo. Seems like you wanted to. And go then. Deku! Got it? Bakugo then growled. Fight me! You want to fight? Okay. Izuku then gets into a fighting stance, and more or less gets into a fighting stance and starts getting into his footwork. And with Mashiro, the guy at the tail, pointing out that's boxing. That's boxing footwork. He then does the alley shuffle, trying to more agitates Bakugo. Izuku then goes for a uppercut to the face with a flame enhanced punch. He then more or less his boxing is going on Bakugo before Bakugo steps back. Izuku then hits him with another right hook. Bakugo then dodges it and goes for an explosion, but goes toward Izuku. Izuku then pretty much throws Bakugo and then uses his flames as a booster, right? And with tackling him with his shoulder, pushing him back. Oh, come on, Bakugo. You seem to be struggling with me. Come on, fight. Deku, I'm gonna kill you. Don't mock me, damn it. Shitty nerd. He then takes out his with Bakugo getting more salty. Izuku then does the alley shuffle again. And Izuku then goes for another, and Bakugo then comes charging at him again. Izuku then goes for another devastating left hook to the face, but then goes for a feint, and then actually goes for an uppercut. And we see Izuku on his grin. And Bakugo manages to finally, if we move to ground save before Bakugo finally manages to get a cheap shot on him, an only cheap shot, but we then hear Izuku, we then hear Bakugo saying, "Damn nerd." Bakugo then says something that no one else should. Huh. I hear your father's been working abroad, right? I bet he's probably dead. Hibari then, everybody else saying, damn. With Izuku, meanwhile, on the other hand, is getting angry. He then activates the Flames of Wrath. With a flame burning up, let me show you the Flames of Wrath. He then takes out the Flames of Wrath. And this, seeing it as Izuku is pretty pissed off that the fact he had to mention that his father has been abroad at the moment. Not knowing that he's dead, more or less. I mean, he knows his father's alive, but it still ticked Izuku off a bit. Oh, so you want us to call out my dad now? You shouldn't have done that. Izuku then takes out the Flames of Wrath, and Bakugo goes for another right explosive right hook. Izuku then blocks it, but he does a dirty thing. Headbutts Bakugo's eyes, and then pretty much uses his Flames of Wrath, activating Flames of Wrath, and disintegrating Bakugo's hero costume on his chest. What's wrong, Bakugo? After all that spunk you had earlier. Izuku says, but he then maintains his composure, trying not to get mad. He then says, since the whole point of this mission is to capture Bakugo, he more or less is saying, I'm not going to go out. I know going off at all out brawl, it might be dangerous. He then does the alley shuffle again. And then he goes for Bakugo, and then goes for his finally, hearing what's that? You know how my quirk gathers in nitroglycerin like sweat, right? Creating explosions? Well, this stores up all the sweat throughout our battle. He then takes out the pin grenade. It's a giant blast. Izuku then gulps at this, acting like he's such a really good actor. What? Impossible! No. Wait, Baku, you're not really gonna kill me, right? Oh, don't worry, Ibari saying, young Baku, Ibari saying, young Bakugo, do not use that use that. It might kill him. Hibari then got serious. But he said, don't worry, he won't die if he doesn't dodge. And Izuku then says, Bakugo then says, he shoots out the pin grenade. And Izuku goes for... What? It's possible! Oh, wait. And he already knows exactly what he's doing. He's clearly lying. I know what he's doing. On second thought, no, he's not gonna die. I'm not gonna call this match off. Watch. He then says... Let's cue the music real quick. Zero-point breakthrough. Revised. Izuku then says, that's that technique, Hibari then says. Izuku's 11 gloves then switch to an X. He absorbs the explosive blast. And his flames grow brighter. Oh, come on, Bakugo. You knew better than that. Just kidding about my last statistic. I was actually scared of that. What? Bakugo then screams. Sorry, Bakugo. Game over. Operation X. What? The X burner. X burner. Izuku then screams out. And he shoots out a bunch of hard flames. Just kidding. The hard flames stopping. He stops the hard flames. And then goes lightning fast. What? He gut punches Bakugo. Then says 0-point breakthrough. Switches to the X glove, switches to the Roman numeral run. First edition. And Bakugo gets turned into ice. So I was thinking, impossible. He has ice too? Soon, if you only could see your boy now. How much growth he's had over those past years. Not that we could have boy anymore. That's the point. Bakugo is unable to battle. He has been captured. Sorry, Bakugo. I'll melt you out of that ice after this battle ends. Okay? I have to go save Ochako. Izuku then comes rushing through. And he then... Oi! Hey, Ada! He goes for a right hook. And then goes for a drop kick. You okay, Ochako? I came to save you, right? That laugh. Hibari then chuckled this. He's imitating Mukuro. Poor imitator at least. Izuku then touches the bomb. With Hibari saying, Hero Team wins. With everybody else in shock, pretty much, Midoriya just pulled off as if he had two quirks. But the fact that he literally pulled in and just like that, everybody is in, well, pretty much, hyperventilating right now. Everybody's worse, looking at not Midoriya. I'm sorry, Sawada, aka Izuku, right? Deku's pretty much, they're looking at Deku and wow. I mean, not gonna. And Todoroki is just is glaring at this ice right now and has plans for later. So Izuku then, after his match, he says, "Wow, Midoriya, wow, Sawada, that's amazing. You were amazing out there, man. Thank you. It was all thanks. I mean, it was teamwork after all. I wasn't actually gonna go ahead and face him head on, give in to Bakugo's wicked desires. I feel like, wait, speaking of Bakugo, crap, Bakugo's gonna be pissed," Kiyoshima then said. Well, Izuku then said. He then melts. He then uses his sky flames. I need to melt off the sky flames too before. I need to melt off the ice off him before he starts spazzing out. He then says. Izuku then melts the ice off Bakugo, and Bakugo, out of his mean face right now, with his mouth open, he's staring at Izuku. What happened? Did I beat him? No, you didn't beat me, you didn't beat me, Kachan. You didn't beat me. Deku! Bakugo, there is no need for you to start some fights right now. It's not necessary. Before Bakugo could do anything, try to start some fights, before Bakugo would do anything, since one of the drones caught what Izuku was doing, well, what Bakugo was doing, Hibari then pulls up and then goes for a roundhouse kick to Bakugo's cranium. I'm telling you. Goes for a roundhouse kick to Bakugo's cranium. Then he just knocks Bakugo out. Okay, Hibari Sensei, was that a bit too much? No, it wasn't. Oh, nice job out there, kid. Hibari then said. Thank you for the compliment. So Izuku is, well, after his whole ordeal with Bakugo, considering the fact that he, froze Bakugo on ice, no pun intended. The matches go, pretty much, most of the matches go as same in canon. Todoroki's match goes as in canon as well. After this, Todoroki then stares at Sawada. Oh, what is it this time? Yes, Todoroki? You don't have an ice quirk, do you? No. And what was that ice you put on Bakugo? It's just an aspect of my quirk. Nothing less, nothing more. Well, you clearly look like you want to fight me, don't you? I can read. It's my hyper Vongola intuition, after all. Izuku then says. Well, Todoroki actually surprised at this. Hyper Vongola intuition. What's that? He then says, Hibari-sensei, can I request a personal fight with Todoroki? Sure, I guess. Fine. I'll let you request a personal fight with Todoroki. Then, Hibari is more or less being nice. Be nice at this. And letting Todoroki, now we see Izuku versus Todoroki. So Todoroki is now shooting out on a bunch of ice glaciers at Izuku before, but Izuku is pretty much melting all of them. Come on, Todoroki, fight! He then is throwing all the ice out of him. He then switches to the Flames of Wrath, melting most of the ice. And he's throwing in ice glaciers. Todoroki's throwing in everything out of the bag. Throwing in ice pillars, and before you know, he's catching on frostbite. Alright. So Izuku then pretty much goes for a 360 spin. 360 degree spin. And then roundhouse kicks Todoroki. He then goes for a Dempsey. Then goes for a Dempsey roll. Starts bobbing and weaving Todoroki's ice, and then he then goes for a maximum Ingram. He then screams out, and they then see after images of Izuku. punching punching Todoroki in 3 different areas. One is punching him in the face. One is punching him in the face. One is punching him in the stomach, and the other one is punching him in the back of his head, knocking out Todoroki. That was quick. So after this, Hibari then asks, after all the matches ended, Hibari then asks, Yaoyorozu, who do you think is the MVP of this match? Well, I think the MVP is Sawada. Me? Really? No, please, flatter me more. No, please flatter me more. I'm so flattered. Izuku can act a little high and mighty a bit, but, doesn't let the praise go to his head. He then says, seeing as how he pretty much has a technique for capturing Bakugo. Yeah, Bakugo's facing that little ice pillar. What hilarious, Kaminari then said. Yeah, definitely. That's one thing I can agree. Kirishima then agreed with Kaminari. Oh, you're very perceptive. Yeah, Aizawa was right about her. She is a perceptive person. Anyways, you guys can go ahead and leave class. Leave since class is at the end of the day. And more or less, you didn't see Izuku while going for. And we see Bakugo leaving early. Say, so Bakugo, you're leaving early, huh? Running after Bakugo, but more or less, wow, that's not really surprising. In fact, you take losses too much. Wanna know? Man, I can't even view you as a friend right now. Damn it, Deku, how the hell did you become so strong? One, I trained like hell. You really think I got this power out of nowhere? To be fair, I literally got this power not too long ago, like last year. We both know our bouts that we've had. I trained for this power. You, on the other hand, may have good tactical skill and all. But there's one thing that's different, though. You're too arrogant, too ignorant to realize that that you think you're the top dog in the world or something. And it's the reason why I don't view you as a friend anymore, because you abuse your power. Disgusts me, really. Go ahead if you want to leave your way. You can see if I give a damn. Want to go ahead and mope about it. Bastard. Izuku then walks off. Bakugo, realizing this, just walks off anyways. Vowing to himself that he's going to beat Izuku. Todoroki, meanwhile, is not taking the L from Izuku too hard. So this is where I'll be ending this part off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So this is where I'll be leaving the part off for right now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sayonara. Ciao su. Goodbye. This is Anime Mafia signing out.